Welcome. Today is March 27, 2026. You've just touched into the league. You're here with David Magid, and the Maverick, aka Benoy Thanjan. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the most exciting information within the clean tech sector over the next 300 seconds. First input is Boralex. Boralex has just announced that there is an acquisition occurring with Brookfield's $6.5 billion. What else is Brookfield going to buy? It sounds like they pretty much own so many different platform companies in the renewable energy sector and have their tentacles really everywhere. Absolutely crazy. But it's exciting to see a company like Boralex, get into that conglomerate. And we're really interested to see what is going to occur here. This is certainly, one of the themes that we've been speaking about on our news briefing regarding the consolidation of the renewable energy sector and as these larger players are absorbing bigger and bigger platforms. Following along on this theme, about a week ago, announcements had been made from the Trump administration regarding NextEra. NextEra has received approval for 10 gigawatts. That number sounds actually crazy and almost like a joke. 10 gigawatts of how large it is of development. This 10 gigawatt development is spread throughout the Pennsylvania and Texas market. NextEra is obviously a very serious player within the energy market. We're talking about thermal resources here, natural gas, power plants, specifically for, you guessed it, data centers. So this is, an exciting developments that are occurring within the energy sector. That investment is also was approved is in conjunction with the Japanese who are funding, part of this development. And that's that.
Dave, always great news. It's amazing to hear how things are changing so quickly with NextEra and Boralex, and it's interesting. NextEra obviously started, as the non-regulated utility for FPL, then they focused on renewable energy development. Then they also pivoted to data center development. They just sold their distributed assets to Madison Energy. And then to hear about this 10 gigawatt natural gas portfolio is pretty amazing. And I know President Trump's very close to the Japanese Prime Minister, which I think she was in the White House, I think last week. So it's interesting to see how quickly these deals are getting done in the energy space.
Yeah, that's right. I think I recall seeing, the meeting within the offices and some of their commentaries. So but Benoit, really excited to hear what you're about to say here.
Yeah, there was definitely very interesting commentary. I won't go into the question that a Japanese reporter asked President Trump. Interesting. I'm actually as well talking about the federal government with another foreign entity. I was going to say foreign entity of concern because we've been hearing about it all the time, but it's actually TotalEnergies. They're a French company. They do a lot in obviously the energy sector, and they were planning to do a lot in offshore wind in the U.S. But they were actually paid, are reportedly going to get paid $1 billion to walk away from their offshore wind projects from the US government, which is amazing. We've gone from subsidizing clean energy development to the federal government paying developers to stop building it. So it's interesting, obviously, what's happening in the offshore wind sector and how the current administration has done a lot to stop offshore wind development. Obviously, there are other challenges related to offshore wind right now, high capital costs, supply chain challenges, long development timelines, and obviously rising interest rates. It's interesting. Texas just set a new solar generation record, over 33 gigawatts of solar. And this isn't driven by mandates. This is purely economics. The economics related to solar. Solar is winning because it's the lowest cost of new generation. It's a technology, not a fuel, so you don't have to worry about the Strait of Hormuz. And it can be deployed quickly and it matches peak demand, especially in the summer. And what we're also seeing is more solar and storage pairing, massive load growth from data centers. A lot of data centers are being built in Texas. And also, too, a lot of Americans and people are moving into Texas. It's one of the highest states where people are moving into in the United States. Thanks for your time. You've enjoyed 5 minutes of the best energy information. Please like, give us 5 stars, and become a subscriber today. Thank you.